Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Kia for providing with the Kia Stinger. If you're in the market for a Kia, you can come check out South Dade Kia and they will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about the Stinger here. From my previous review, I'll let you guys know that Kia is discontinuing the Stinger name here in America. This car was on the US market since 2018. That's around 4 to 5 years ago. So me personally, I'm very sad to see that this car is being discontinued. The performance of this car is really nice. The cabin has got a refresh for 2022. Also, the car got a refresh as well for the exterior styling. But let's talk about the Stinger here. Like I mentioned, it's going to be discontinued due to the lack of sales. But let's talk about the front styling here of the Stinger. I love this ascot green here. It looks really good with the dark chrome accents. Looking at these headlights here, these are a multi-reflector headlights. If you guys go for a different trim level, Kia will throw in adaptive headlights with swivel. There's an LED daytime running light with an LED turn signal. Looking at the tiger nose grille here, there's this dark chrome finish to it. With the square piece here, is for the driver's assistance. So this thing does have stop and go capability. There's a new Kia emblem on top of the hood, and there's more of that dark chrome trim here at the lower part of the front lip splitter. And as you guys can see here, I'm always surrounded by ducks at my favorite park to do my videos at, but this is kind of like a wildlife channel here, so but let's get back into the review here of the Stinger. And looking on top of the hood, these heat distractors are not functional. So I know some people may do it aftermarket to make it functional. I want you guys to comment down below if you guys seen any Stinger with that area being functional. But stepping away from the Stinger here and looking at the exterior styling, really nice proportions, really good exterior styling that Kia did here. The overall length for the Stinger is at 190.2 inches with a wheelbase of 114.4. Looking at these tires and wheels here, these are a 225/60 Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires. Very large Brembo brakes. There are 6 piston here in the front with this red brake caliper. I love the rim design here of the Kia Stinger. Kia, Hyundai, and Genesis really know how to do some really nice. It's a bunch of tires right now. But yes, I love the rim design here on the Kia Stinger. There's more of that dark chrome accents here at the lower part of the door panel. There's also some dark chrome accents here on the mirror cab with this LED side marker. And my model does have this moonroof here to let light into the cabin. But looking at these rear tires here, these are a 255/35 Michelin tires. You still have the same 19-inch rim design that you get in the front. Like I mentioned, very large rotors here. But making our way to the rear here of the Kia Stinger, looking at these taillights here, they're gonna be an LED combination with an incandescent turn signal and reverse light with this LED brake light, which wraps around the whole trunk lid. There's the Stinger name, which is spelled out here, also with the GT badge. But looking down here at the lower part of the rear diffuser here, there's these large quad tip exhaust here with this aggressive rear diffuser. There's also rear parking sensors here. But open up the cargo back here. Since my model is just a GT1 package, it does not come with that power opening trunk here. But once you open up the cargo, it reveals 23.3 cubic feet of space. And underneath here, Kia does give you some underfloor storage. And once you fold down, it expands the cargo to 40.4 cubic feet of space. And keep in mind, if you guys are looking for a little bit more space, the Stinger would be the best option because the G70 right on the same platform, but you get more legroom space and more cargo. Overall, let's hop into the interior of the Kia Stinger. Sitting inside the interior of the Kia Stinger with the GT1 package here, looking at this interior, I'm going to be very brief with this interior because I showed you guys a Stinger review before. But looking here at the door panel materials, there's some aluminum painted trim here for the grab handle, also around the speaker cover, and there's this aluminum painted door handle here. But reaching over to shut the door of the Stinger, the door sounds pretty solid. But to start up the Stinger, of course, put your foot on the brake, and the start-stop button is right here on the dash. Once you guys do that, that 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 will come to life, which sounds pretty good. The switchgear here feels really nice. It is auto up, auto down for the driver and passenger, but not for the rear windows. There's your mirror controls here, also with your lock controls. There's your dimmer switch, your lane keep assist, your fuel cap opener. And this is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a decent amount of range and adjustability. There's paddle shifters. There's your headlight stock and turn signal stock there. Unfortunately, my model does not come with that blind view camera. You guys have to go for a top trim if you guys want those nice features because my model is a GT1 package, so it is very light on the options here. But there's the wind wiper stock right there. The steering wheel is really nice. There's a GT badge here with the flat bottom wheel design. Over here is for their driver's assistance. Your radio and preset controls are there. There's the new Kia emblem here on the steering wheel. The materials on the dash are nice leather material with some nice stitching. This is a 10.25-inch display. Like I mentioned from the outside scene, Kia did refresh the Stinger for 2022. There's the Apple CarPlay, as you guys can see. I never really showed you guys the split screen here for the Apple CarPlay, but this is how it looks here. Very snappy, and I did update my phone. But looking here at the Kia interface here, nice interface here. They've been updating it over the years. Really nice infotainment system here. They call it the UVO infotainment system here. But looking at the icons, very large icons here for the Apple CarPlay, and this does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. As you guys can see, there is this embedded navigation here. Most likely, I'm sorry, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section down below, do you guys use the Apple Maps or do you guys use the embedded navigation that the manufacturer has? Me personally, I just either use Waze or I use Google, or sometimes I might use the Apple Maps, but Apple Maps kind of gets confusing at sometimes. More than nice leather here on the actual dashboard. There's C3 air vents here. There's also some shortcut buttons there. This does have dual climate control. Putting the Stinger into reverse here, it does reveal a backup camera, of course, with trajectory and distance markers. As you guys can see, my model does not have that top-down 360 view because of the GT1 package. This will light up red or even yellow to signify how close that you are to the next object. But kicking it down here over to the left, you put the transmission to a sport mode. There's also a 12-volt with a USB port there, and my model does come equipped with a wireless phone charger. So even though it's light on the option, it still does have some very nice features here. But looking here, there's two cup holders, more of that aluminum painted trim here. There's your drive mode selector here, which shows you eco, comfort, sport, custom, and also smart. So there's 5 different drive modes here in the Stinger, which is really nice. There's an auto hold function, there's electronic parking brake, there's your stability control there. You can access the camera via this button, and there's an automatic start stop function. And it does have 3-level heated seats here for the driver and passenger, but no cool seat option. There's a little bit of storage here, so you can put the key fob here. I showed you guys the key fob previous before. It looks like a detonator, of course, the traditional Kia key fob. This area is going to be nice and padded with a nice stitching. Open up this, it does reveal a decent amount of storage in there. There's also that removable tray. The seats in here are very supportive, very comfortable, and I love this large moonroof here, but it does not go into the actual back seat because of that sloping roof design. The lighting in here is going to be an LED, which is really nice as well, and this is for the controls for the moonroof here. Looking at the glove compartment, it does reveal a large storage. But overall, loving the cabin, but like I said, I'm very sad to see this car go off the US market. Getting into the back seat here, the Kia Stinger here. Getting back here, guys, as you guys can see, I kind of have to duck my head just a little bit because of the sloping roof design here. As you guys can see, I'm only 5'8". I do have a decent amount of headroom here, and this does have this large moonroof here to let light into this cabin. But looking down here, Kia says you get around 36.4 inches of legroom here in the back seat, more space than in the Genesis G70. And keep in mind, this does ride on the same platform as the G70, but you get more cargo and more legroom. There's 2 map pockets back here for additional storage. There's some features back here, which includes a 12-volt, also with a USB port. There's rear air vents back here, and good luck to the middle passenger here. Me personally, I'll sit to one here that I don't like because my model does come standard with rear-wheel drive. Pulling this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders. But looking at the door panel materials really quickly, nice soft touch ejection molded plastic. There is this aluminum painted door handle. The switch gear in here feels really nice to touch. There's also additional storage and cup holder space. I'm surprised that Kia didn't put Stinger here in the actual door seal. But overall, the back seat does feel more spacious compared to a Genesis G70. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Kia Stinger. Open up the hood here. Kia will offer this with 2 different powertrains. The base models get a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, which is the same engine that's sampled in the Kia K5 GT. But in the Stinger, it makes 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. So it makes 10 more additional horsepower compared to the K5 GT. But if you guys don't want that powertrain, I would recommend going here for the 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6. This does have GDI, which stands for gasoline direct injection. This makes 368 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque, around 1300 RPM. And this does have an 8-speed automatic transmission. Unlike in the Kia GT, this one does not come equipped with that 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. As the Stinger sits here, it weighs around 3,800 pounds because my model is rear-wheel drive, which comes standard here on the Stinger. If you guys want all-wheel drive, it's going to be an additional option. And fuel economy for this V6 is rated at 18 in the city, 25 on the highway, and 20 combined. Seatbelt first, guys. Yeah, can't even say that right. Seatbelt first, safety first. Seatbelt first, safety first. Seatbelt first, safety first. Okay, guys, so starting off this driving scene here in the Kia Stinger with the GT1 package. I showed you guys this Stinger plenty of times over the last few years of me doing the automotive stuff here on my YouTube channel, because you guys know previously before I was doing vlogs and food videos and whatnot. But since reviewing the Stinger here, I'm always super duper impressed with the performance of this car. This has Kia's 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6. This makes 368 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. Kia did up the horsepower, 3 additional horsepowers. But this car has super good performance. I couldn't get my words out. But just driving the Stinger here, this car screams performance. And mind you, this is just a V6. It's not even a verbally V8. It does have some nice sounds from the exhaust once you guys put into a sport mode. I did hear a couple of pops and crackles from my previous review after I cut the camera off. It did sound really good from the exhaust. The ride quality here feels really good. It doesn't feel bumpy. It doesn't beat you up. It drives extremely well. And honestly, I just can't complain. I'm just super sad to let you guys know that, like I mentioned from my previous review, that Kia is killing off the Stinger for 2022. So this is this car's last production year here in America. It's only been on the US market since 2018, but a lot of people haven't been buying the Stinger like they have been buying like the Telluride and other Kia SUVs in their lineup. So that's why Kia is basically killing off the Stinger, because due to the lack of sales. Here in America, you know, if you guys didn't know, we love our pickup trucks and we love our SUVs. So Kia is like, you know what, let's just get rid of the Stinger. Let's just give it its final hurrah here. Just give it a refresh. They didn't redesign the car. It still looked the same as the previous model, but they did change up some stuff in the exterior and also for the interior. So they did some minor things here for 2022. So if you guys are looking to purchase a Stinger right now, is probably the best time to buy one. But enough of me talking about this car's final production. Let's talk about the performance here. Let's come to a stop here. Let's put this car into its sport mode here. Well, let's go up a little bit more. Let's go up just a little bit more. And when I put the car in the sport mode, you guys hear the exhaust. And Kia says, like I mentioned, this thing makes 376 pound-feet of torque, around 1300 RPM. So the torque is very low and very rich. But let's do a launch here once we stop at the stop sign here. kind of got sideways there. But we're gonna turn off the traction control. Okay, I always do this because most cars that I review, the traction is always next to the steering wheel here. But let's turn off the traction. Let's hold it down. It's completely off. Foot on the brake and accelerator. Launch control ready. This car is just super impressive. I'm always impressed with the Stinger. This car lives up to the name Stinger. You get from point A to point B. The performance is just beautiful in this car. Like I mentioned, once again, I'm just super sad to let you guys know that Kia is killing off this car. But they should, hopefully they should give this powertrain here, this 3.3 liter twin turbo V6, to the Kia GT and call it something else, because they already have the GT, which comes with that 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. If they give this thing the V6, this might be the fastest car. It will be the fastest car in the mid-size sedan segment. I think Kia should do that for a limited time and see how many people will buy that, and add all-wheel drive, and you will have a true track performance K5. But the GT powertrain, that 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, is a really good powertrain as well. They did sample that here in the base model of the Stinger, but it makes 10 more horsepower compared to that GT. But that GT does have that wet dual clutch transmission. This has an 8-speed torque converter automatic. Right now the engine is off because it is in the auto start stop. But let's do another launch. And it will get sideways because this is rear wheel drive. Let's use the paddle shift this here. This is first gear. Oof. I think I upshift a little too early. I kind of bogged the car. But oh my God, this car is just super impressive. I love the Stinger. I just love the Stinger. If you guys are looking for something that's not gonna break the bank when it comes to performance, you have best in class warranty. No other manufacturer in the car world offers anything close to Kia's warranty here. Same thing with Hyundai, Genesis. Of course, they're all sister brands. No other car manufacturer offers that warranty like them. But if you guys are looking for something that's not going to break the bank and it's great performance, even with the GT1 package, there's still some really nice things that there's still some really nice features that you get here on the GT1. But let's do another launch here just because we can. And you can do the launch control all day. But yeah, this car just screams amazing performance. So if you guys are looking for something that's not gonna break the bank like I mentioned, and it has good performance, the Stinger is still a really good option in this segment. Starting price here for the Kia Stinger with the GT1 package is at $43,690 with the options and accessories including destination. The Kia Stinger here stickers for $49,139. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next review.